Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alex. I'm responsible for the professional services and technical support at ONLYOFFICE. So, it's brilliant to be here again, at FOSSASIA. And I'm really happy that there are so many students here who would like to be involved into the IT. This event, it already holds a special place in my heart, and I must say that FOSSASIA is my favorite event ever. Thank you a lot to everyone. So, and today I'm going to share with you an exciting story about how ONLYOFFICE, a document editing tool, is changing the world of open source document collaboration. I'm also going to uncover some secrets behind our success. So let's get started. I hope it will work. No? Yeah, great. So before we dive into the magic of open source document collaboration, so let's get to know ONLYOFFICE a little better. We do have two flagships. The first one is ONLYOFFICE Docs for editing your documents, and the second one is ONLYOFFICE DocSpace for organizing your teamwork. ONLYOFFICE is all about giving you different options. Whether you would like the cloud's convenience or you would like to use your private server in your private network, or maybe you would like to be offline and use desktop editors, so you are covered. You also can use our desktop editors to be productive on the go, to work with your Office files on the move. It's compatibility, security, and flexibility rolled into a single package. ONLYOFFICE is designed to work on any platform. Whether you are using your good old Windows or Linux machine, or you are using your iPhone or Android device, so we've got the perfect setup for you. The core format of the product is Office Open XML. I will talk about that a little bit later, but anyway, so and of course both products, ONLYOFFICE Docs and ONLYOFFICE DocSpace, are open source. They can be used for free. You can download them and use under the license, under the terms of AGPL version 3 license. For big companies and big projects, we seeking for dedicated support and scalability options. So we do have our commercial editions, of course. Now you know a little about ONLYOFFICE. And let's look at its history. That's very interesting, believe me. It all began in 2009 when our small team, really small team, decided to switch from making multimedia apps to development of Office solutions. And that all began with a platform for internal collaboration called TeamLab. In the year 2011, we hit a major update. So we introduced the Documents module with document management and document editing products in the form of integrated desktop editors. And we also developed calendar and CRM modules to enhance the collaboration features of our product. And we released mobile applications for document and project management to enforce our users to be productive on the go. We in 2012, so that was a really game changer for us. We reached the turning point to solve the problem of documents looking absolutely different in different browsers on different operating systems. we decided to create our own editors. And at TEBIT, a big technological conference in Germany, in 2012, we released the world's first HTML5 based editors. These editors made sure that your document will look absolutely the same in any browser and on any operating system. The next important point was in 2013, when we decided to switch from our internal formats. Saying internal formats, I mean doc.t, XLST, where the letters T stands for TeamLab. So we decided to switch to Office Open XML format. That's very important. And this decision made sure that we will work perfectly with Microsoft formats. By the way, we have introduced the cool new feature, collaboration mode for presentation editors. That's very important. And the TeamLab started as a small product, and then it was a platform for internal collaboration. But now we want to do more. We always wanted to do more. And we released some integrations with the services like Box, OneDrive, and open source OwnCloud. We also have changed the interface of our editors to be more user-friendly and modern. And we rebranded as ONLYOFFICE. And what's very important, we went open source. That was the start of a new chapter for us. Again, ONLYOFFICE transformed from a platform for internal collaboration into a full-featured Office suite. At that time, the most popular solution on the open source market were LibreOffice and OpenOffice. They were very good, and they are very good, with editing ODF files, so open document format files. But they struggled with the compatibility with Microsoft files. And they didn't have that beautiful feature, collaboration, when you can work on the same document together with your teammates. But the big players like Microsoft and Google, they already had that feature. And in the 2010s, ONLYOFFICE occupied a unique position in the office editing landscape, bridging the gap between the open source editors and proprietary solutions. ONLYOFFICE had anything you need to work with your documents, but hello? Yeah, excuse me? Yeah. What set ONLYOFFICE apart is its full compatibility with Microsoft formats and its collaboration features. And by the way, what's very good about ONLYOFFICE, its integration with open source services like OwnCloud and any other. And anyone who were working with open source products were able to find an alternative to proprietary products. ONLYOFFICE is based on HTML5 canvas technology. What does it mean? It helps us to make sure that your document will look absolutely the same in every browser and on every operating system, no matter where you are or what device you are using. That's all. By the way, it allows to work with Microsoft files and use everything you need for editing your documents while using very little memory of your machine. So you don't need a lot of resources of your desktop. The core format and actually the technological stack revolves around Node.js and JavaScript. JavaScript being one of the most universal and modern languages is being used on the client side to handle all client-side interactions. And on the other hand, Node.js is being used for server-side scripting. Again, OnlyOffice can handle a lot of different files, and you can have access to everything you need, to a big set of different features organized in a tabbed interface. OnlyOffice spreadsheets editors allow you to work with more than 400 different functions, formulas, to organize your data, to work with your data using pivot tables, using conditional formatting tools, and moreover, you are able to integrate your JavaScript macros to automate your day-to-day routine. OnlyOffice presentations allow you to create nice-looking slides. You can use different options, you know, transitions, animations, notes, and many others. And one important thing, so we do have fillable forms. You can create fillable forms with interactive content. You can create new field like text, like combo box, like drop-down list. There are a lot of different fields. These fields can be used in your document. Then you can save everything to PDF format and export for further distribution. And you can assign recipient roles to these fields, making to users easy to identify, to visually identify which fields to fill out, just, for example, according to the assigned color. And a good news, we have PDF editors. The current version of our PDF editors allows you to move through the document, to print it, to add some annotations or drawings, but the next version we are going to release very soon will have full-featured PDF editing functions. And now again to the core format. As I said already, Office Open XML, what does it mean? It means that we can open, create, edit, and save Office Open XML files, what we used to use as Microsoft files maybe. Moreover, OnlyOffice can work with PDF files, with open document files, and with old legacy Microsoft formats like Doc, XLS, and PPT. OnlyOffice, created for document collaboration, allows you to track changes made by your co-authors. It also allows you to add commands to different parts of the document. It allows you to mention other users for feedback or use the features like version history. You can restore a previous version of a document just with a single click. There are also options like document comparison and document combination available, and there are different modes for co-editing like strict mode and fast mode. Real-time communication, that's great. It's very convenient to communicate with your teammates when working on the same document. You can use built-in chat option, but you are also welcome to integrate, for example, Telegram plugin. I'm not sure if there are a lot of people who are using Telegram, but that's just example. Any kind of messengers can be integrated into OnlyOffice. So you can connect your Telegram account, you can chat with your Telegram contacts right within the document. You also are able to make video and audio calls using Jitsi and Rainbow plugins. And all these examples are just one of a lot of different plugins available in OnlyOffice. All these plugins allow you to extend the functionality of the editors. For example, you can translate your text using DeepL or Google translation services. You can use images from Pixabay image base, or you can create bibliographies using Zotero or Mendeley plugins. There are a lot of different plugins that can be used with OnlyOffice. And of course, we couldn't overlook the potential of AI. So we have created, again, few examples to show you that any AI assistant can be integrated into OnlyOffice. Any AI assistant with Open API, of course. The first example is ChatGPT. You know it. So it allows you to work with your text. It allows you to generate text, to translate text, to generate keywords, to work with your chatbot in a conversational mode, just asking questions and getting answers. You know, I think you know everything about ChatGPT, and it depends on your license. The next example is Zhipo Copilot, created by Chinese students. It's very good for text-based tasks, and it caters Chinese-speaking users, as far as I know. Again, examples. We do have integration with Stability AI and Mistral AI, but if you would like, if you are aware of any beautiful looking AI assistant that you would like to be integrated into OnlyOffice software, don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. We are here to make OnlyOffice smarter for you. OnlyOffice takes security very seriously. You can deploy the product in your isolated network to make sure that there is no data stored somewhere on OnlyOffice servers. Everything is in your private network. Using JWT, using spatial permissions, user can have complete control over all the documents. And you are also able to protect your documents using watermark, just using password, or using digital signatures. And of course, we follow the international standards like HIPAA and GDPR, treating your personal information very, very carefully. So OnlyOffice is a good place to handle your documents. Now a little bit about the integration. OnlyOffice Docs has Open API, and it can be integrated into any open source service. The initial integration occurred in 2014 with OwnCloud. After that integration, we received some feedback, and we developed a new type of integration for our service, so VOPI integration. And now every service that has VOPI connector or VOPI client can be integrated with OnlyOffice. Here you can see a lot of different connectors. These are developed by our team or by our partners. So these connectors just allow very quickly connect OnlyOffice Docs to your DMS system or any other system. And on this slide you can see the benefits of this Open API. OnlyOffice has been integrated into more than 300 absolutely different services all around the world. Together with our partners from OwnCloud, we conducted few performance tests, and we were able to handle more than 100,000 of simultaneous connections. What I mean saying simultaneous connections, all these connections remain active, continuously sending some information from client to server. So you don't need to suspend your session, your editing session, or terminate your editing session due to the inactivity, because you don't need it when using OnlyOffice. It's very powerful. Again, 100,000 of simultaneous connections. And we are very proud to be a part of an open source solution based on OwnCloud Infinite Scale for the schools in Germany. There are more than 5 million of users who works with OnlyOffice Docs in their OwnCloud Infinite Scale solution. Teachers, students, staff, everyone is able to work with their documents. You know, OnlyOffice Docs is very flexible and it works on many operating systems and it can be used with many databases. And together with our Kylen team, we, in 2022, I think, yeah, we performed some tests and now OnlyOffice Docs is certified as supported by Kylen operating system. So the users in China can safely use OnlyOffice Docs on their machines. That's great. Together with Wuhan Domain Database Corporation, we also performed some testing and now OnlyOffice Docs is certified as supported by DM8 database. And last but not least, we have just received, just a few days ago, we have received a certificate from OpenEuler. So now OnlyOffice Docs is certified as fully supported by OpenEuler operating systems. The most interesting operating systems for one of the most operating systems for digital infrastructures. And now I would like to tell you a little bit about the second flagship of OnlyOffice DocSpace. I think that's a new product. And there are not so many people who know what is it. There are a lot of services, web services all around the world without any kind of document managed solutions and without any document editors integrated and without even cloud storage platforms integrated. If you have OnlyOffice Docs, you are able to integrate everything into your product. The users will be able to create rooms and organize their files clearly structured depending on their tasks or the project goals. There are few room types available at the moment. The first type is collaboration rooms, which are perfect if you'd like to make use of OnlyOffice collaboration features. You can invite users into the room, setting up the access rights. They will be able to command, to track changes, or to fill form, for example. The next room type is public rooms. What's very interesting, you can invite the people from outside of the service. Different links with different access rights can be generated and you can send them to anyone. No registration is required here. And one more room type, custom rooms. These allow you to apply your own settings for any custom purpose you have in your mind. It depends on your use case. What do you want to do with your users together? Commenting, tracking changes, form filling, anything. The DocSpace can be integrated into any solution as an iframe. You can find everything about the integration on our API page, but just trust me, it can be integrated into almost any solution. And we already have few examples with different CRM systems, CMS systems, different messengers. Next example is one of the most popular collaboration solutions on the today's market. So here is OnlyOffice Docs for Zoom application. I think that anyone, maybe many of us, can remember him sharing a screen with anyone saying something like, okay, let's write it down together and open a document. But now you don't need to open a document, you don't need to share screen with anyone or to give control over your screen to anyone. Just install OnlyOffice Dockspace from Zoom Marketplace. That's all. And one more integration is integration with WordPress. You can use your OnlyOffice Dockspace rooms with your WordPress pages or Drupal pages. You can work with your documents without leaving the platform, I mean WordPress or Drupal. One more example of the integration is Zapier, that allows you to automate day-to-day routine without writing a line of code. You can use OnlyOffice Dockspace with different applications here, you can see. It can be installed on any server, but if you'd like to give a try, so just scan this QR code or go to onlyoffice.com and find Try OnlyOffice in the Cloud. You will be able to test it for free. You know, OnlyOffice started as a small project, but it has grown up into a big product. We have more than 2,500 of employees around the world, and we have more than 1,000 of partners. More than 300 of translators work with us on our interfaces, and more than 600 of contributors on Upwork. You know, about 50 hackers are involved into our HackerOne program. Would you like to be a part of that? Would you like to try participate? So you are welcome to be involved. Here are just a few examples. You can develop your own plugin. You have the opportunity to create plugin written on JavaScript, and that's great if you have such opportunity to create new features, especially, for example, if you have any kind of AI experience or if you would like to have it. You're also able to create new connectors. If you are a web developer, just consider adding OnlyOffice editors or OnlyOffice Dockspace into your service. That will give your users a new experience and new features, of course. You can create different JavaScript macros to automate your day-to-day routine. You can create new form templates. We already have a big library of the forms, free forms, from gift cards to legal agreements. You are welcome. If you are good at spotting bugs or vulnerabilities, just report them on GitHub or HackerOne program. And if you would like OnlyOffice to be translated to your language, so you are welcome to help us with that. You can get some reward for that anyway. And you are welcome to sign up as a beta tester to get early access to new versions, to new features, and even new products of OnlyOffice. And if you would like to write tutorials or guides on your language, again, we would be great to help you. So scan this QR code or find any kind of information on our website if you would like to be involved into the open source document collaboration world. I think that's all for today. We have a booth, and if you'd like, you can come, you can ask any questions here or later, so we can make a demo for you, anything you want. Thank you a lot.